Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. Life has been crazy with a new job and working now 12-hour days. So that's been keeping me busy. So I haven't been able to make videos like I would like to. But I'm gonna try again now that I'm accustomed to my sleep schedule to try to make videos for you guys. And so today, inspired by X Canadensis Things I Hate About Dolls, I'm not gonna say things I hate. I'm gonna say my biggest pet peeves. And this video came about because I recently rewatched that video. Plus, because of the two new Creep productions I got, they really reminded me of things that I don't like about doll companies and what they do. So yeah, let's get started. I'll set my mini-me down there. Don't mind Billie Eilish perfume. So, the one that truly started this video off was Creep Production Spectra. Now, I was so glad that Spectra got a Creep Production doll because I love original Spectra. And as you can see, I did some fun stuff with her hair, but the thing that she's not selling great, and the thing that's putting people off is her polypropylene hair, which is pretty much just cheap nylon hair, which nylon is what they use on Rainbow High. They have the beautiful, gorgeous nylon hair, but the lowest grade of it is poly, which is what the Spectra has and G3 Claudine mainly uses. But my thing with poly, and poly by itself isn't bad in my opinion, it's when it's not styled. So like this doll in the box had plain straight hair. If they had done this with her hair and put it in the box, I would have been like, okay, I see a reason to use the poly hair. Cause you know, like a lot of dolls use poly that like didn't come out till just recently. Like Royal Bee's afro is poly. Swag's braids are poly. Vanessa Tempo's braids are poly. So there's a lot of good ways to use poly. But if you're just giving a doll plain straight hair like she had, why are we using poly for this? And that's my same issue with these Skulltimate Secrets dolls. Like those dolls use colors, especially Neon Frights, that we've seen on other dolls like Toralei pretty much has this exact same hair color for Neon Frights. Ghoulia has pretty much this exact same hair color for Neon Frights. Twyla's is almost identical, and they use Saran. So why do we have the Neon Frights dolls with poly? And straight poly. None of them have curly hair. So that's my biggest complaint with poly, is when they just give us plain straight hair with poly. If it was styled in a particular way where poly is the only thing that could be used, because if poly was done like this, it would last a long time and I wouldn't care because I'm like, oh, it's meant to stay in the style for a long time. So that's the main pet peeve that I have with poly, is when it's not styled or when there's no reason to have poly. So moving on to my next big thing, which came from Abby's Creep production, is when doll companies use what I call cheap tinsel. So as you can see, Abby has tinsel. All her dolls pretty much in G1 had tinsel. But it's when they use this specific tinsel that you can find in Easter baskets and all kinds of the stuff you put on your tree for Christmas. This is my biggest pet peeve. Because no matter what you do, if you brush it out, if you wash it, straighten it, which I did straighten her hair, it's just going to look fuzzy. And don't get me wrong, I love tinsel in doll hair. Like, this is Picture Day Abby, and she has tinsel in her hair. This tinsel, well, her hair is not great here. Let me get a better example. Let's see. Cleo. So Cleo's tinsel, you can see it is a little ratty. That is from Age and me boil washing this doll about 25 times. No joke. But you can see it's not sticking out in weird ways. Oh, there's a really good example back there to do with Abby. This is Art Class Abby. And you can see this tinsel is near perfection. And I've washed this doll many times, gave her OxyClean treatments. And you can see like the tinsel is like such a drastic difference. Like you can see it's like almost little beads that like come off. This is the tinsel I prefer. This one. So I don't know why and they've shown they can use this tinsel. Why are we using this cheap stuff that doesn't look good? It's the reason that my Roxy Grand up here no longer has her tinsel. After I washed her and boil washed her and then even straightened the hair, the tinsel did not lay right at all. So it took me 3 days to fully de-tinsel out her hair. Look at how gorgeous it is. But that cheap tinsel just makes it look bad. With my Mermaids Winter Waves Christabella, I had to de-tinsel her because no matter what I did, the tinsel just looked ratty. And that actually left a bald spot. So, pet peeve number 2, when they use this cheap tinsel, because it just doesn't look good after a wash. And like, kids, these are aimed for collectors. I get that. Like, a lot of collectors might keep them in a box or like open them up, put them on a shelf, never touch them. But more likely than not, parents are getting these for their kids. And if the tinsel is just going to be crap and like after 2 brushes, why use the cheap tinsel? Okay, I could go on for tinsel forever. And even like when they use it on G3 Draculaura, oh my god, what was this line called? Oh my god, why am I having a blank? Whatever this line was. Monster Ball. That's what it is. Like, you can see, like, I straightened this hair too. And you can see the tinsel just makes the hair look cheap. And this doll is not cheap. She's gorgeous. Like, the outfit, everything. Why use this bad tinsel? So that's my gripe with that. And it's like, this Cleo, G3 Cleo here, this is a custom. Oop. Oh, Gully just followed, pick her up in a little bit. Uses the nice tinsel, or at least a higher quality tinsel, because her tinsel is near perfect. I didn't have to straighten her hair. After the boil wash, it went perfect like this. Why do we have it in gold, this nice tinsel, but not in other colors? Okay, I have to stop on tinsel because that's just gonna... I could go on about cheap tinsel forever. Now, number 3. When a doll has a stand, but it doesn't hold them in properly. So, Monster High, in my opinion, has the greatest stand of all time. Like, Monster High and Ever After High, like, you see, like... Oh, don't mind how loose her legs are. She's original Claudine. Like, I'm shaking her pretty vigorously. It wasn't until the end, till she fell off. Here, I'll set her there. I'll fix her in a little bit. But my problem is, when the dolls come with a stand like this, like, here's Michelle. She comes in a waist-hugger stand, the superior stand, but then... Okay, she's actually staying pretty good, but that's because of her jacket. Here, let me grab... You can see she's falling off of her stand already. Oh, another thing with doll stands. When this doesn't click in, because... I'll grab her. Just broke apart. I'll grab her. She's not falling. It just depends. It helps if they have thicker clothes, but a lot of the times dolls don't come with that. Like, here, let's see. Let's grab... Here, she has something in her midsection. Let's grab Olivia. This Olivia. Like, it's not clipping them in properly. Like, they have to have thick clothes for it to clip onto them properly, which, I hate to say it, that doesn't really happen with the original Rainbow High stand. Like, here, I'll grab Stella. Here, let's grab someone who has thin clothes, so I can really get this point across. Here's first edition Skylar. That original stand, it's keeping her in place. Which, I hate to say it, because this original stand, here, let me take her off of it, is ugly. Like, we can all agree this is ugly. But it actually holds her in good. Which I'm like, this is just a tiny little thing that can be fixed. Just by making this a little tighter. Literally just making this waist clip a little tighter would fix the issue of them consistently falling off their stands. Because about twice a day, I have to go and fix dolls who fell off their stands or whose stands broke like this because of the way I posed them. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, I love the fact that they're giving us stands. Like, yes, stands, love them. But it's a design flaw when when I want to go quick grab them and all of a sudden their stand breaks. Like, Monster High and Ever After have the superior stand because we get that nice click in the base and we get that nice click around the waist. Because then I don't have to worry about them falling or moving, shifting out of their poses or like this breaking, and all of a sudden dolls on the floor, they're standstill on the shelf. Oh, stands. Also, these Amazon stands work only good for dolls who are not Monster High or After High. As you can see, she's pretty much about to, if I tilted her any more forward, she would fall off. They work fine with Ever After High, or if a doll has like thick clothes like my Holly. But yeah, like that's just a flaw that just really bugs me because it's such a simple fix, but why wouldn't you do it? Which is why, even though so many people hate on the original Rainbow High stands, like, yes, they are ugly, but they hold the dolls in pretty good. Let's see. I had another thing that I had for the list. Oh, you can see tinsel. Ugh, this is just bothering me. And I boiled washed her so many times, but it won't go straight. Now, next thing is articulation. So, I don't understand why just the elbow. Like, Rainbow High was the standard for articulation for a while. Like, they were giving us that standard that Monster High set. Like, I don't mind that they took away the wrist, but at that point, just don't give us an elbow. Because when I'm trying to pose her, like, I wanted her bag to be just, like, on her wrist, but I have to keep her like this because the bag is too heavy, and it just constantly falls off her. So, like, if you're going to take away some articulation, take away both. So, like, take away the wrist, take away the elbow, and just keep the knees. Because otherwise, she's just now forever like that on a shelf. God, Olivia's mad at me because I knocked her off. Now, next thing. What's another one of my pet peeves with dolls? That's so hard because I usually try to overlook. Oh, she's looking me right in the face. When dolls come with wonky eyes or unsymmetrical face paint. Now, I get that's not intentional, but like there has to be some quality control when we're paying $25 to $30 per doll. I would like there to be some quality control where you see it, you're like, okay, I'm gonna take it off. So, quality control. My Uma, who I just got, her hand is turning pink. I don't know from what, because she has no pink besides her lips. Why is her hand turning pink? And bring back to this Draculaura, why? So I have the other Gloom Beach dolls. I do have their glasses. They're not wearing them. And there's a reason why Draculaura is the only one wearing them. What is that? She literally looks so bugged. She looks like she's looking like cross-eyed. Like, it's so bad. And like, that's why I have her. Ooh, I'll get her glasses in a second. Why I have her consistently wearing the glasses. Because what is that? Like, I can't look at her without just like wishing I had an original to put this outfit on. Because it's like, why make something so gorgeous like this doll stunning and put that face? And then with Rainbow High, like, you see like my Ruby, she looks pretty good until you take off her hat, and then she looks so sad. Like, I have gotten a second one of her if I can find her, but she looks gorgeous. Like, what is that? And you can't see it in the box because I checked, because I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get one with wonky eyes. I was like, okay, she looks pretty good, she looks pretty even. And then you take off the hat and it's like, oh my god. Like, and these dolls weren't cheap. This doll was $36, $36 to $40. So when people are paying a premium, which a premium is $25 to, I would say, $40, I would like some quality control. Because if we're paying that price, and some stuff is only online, like Han Couture, I am lucky with all my Han Couture and Skeletor dolls that I don't have wonky eyes. A lot of people have posted some of theirs with wonky, and I'm like, when it's $75, with shipping, almost $85. $110 with shipping. About, I'm pretty sure, 80 with shipping for Elvira. That is, no, that is unforgivable. Because if we're paying that amount of money for these dolls, there needs to be more quality control. And like G3 has had the same problem with wonkiness. You would think after Gen 1, all the problems you had with wonkiness, you would try to figure it out. Or you would have it better. But when dolls are coming so wonky, here, wait. I have another example that's even worse. Oof. You can see her mold. The mold with her eye. She is looking like, oof. She's Ghoul Spirit Spectre in general is just rough. But like, what? So that's a quality control thing, which I know is like not always like, you can't always just like expect it to be fixed, but like, there needs to be someone just looking at it being like, oh, take it out of the line. Like, throw away the head, keep the body in outfit, and just like throw that head away. So let's see. I know I had a bunch more stuff planned out for this video. I was gonna put dolls that don't come with stands, but that's like every G3 doll. Rainbow High's still doing it, but like that would be a lot of dollars. Like pretty much all my Barbies. Oh, when dolls can't sit right, so here, I'll move over here. My American Girl dolls. These dolls, standing up, you can see I tried sitting one down. Standing up, they look perfect. They look good. But when you try to sit her down, here, Julie, like, and her legs are sprawled out like that, so then I have to move her skirt down. Like, I want to get a proper sit. Why? Like, and you guys might say, oh, it's because she has a cloth body, that's why. But no, it's other dolls too. Like, when it comes to the LOL tots, like, most of them can't even sit because they're wearing, or some of them can't even sit with pants. But, like, if you are able to get one to sit, oh, well, her head just popped off. Like, they do, like, that horse riding saddle thing. That bugs me. Like, and again, it's to make it easier for kids to just, like play with them and, like, make them sit easier. But, like, another example, the little Mixlings Pixels things, like, sit like that. And they come with doll stands. It's one of the nice ones that, like, sticks into the foot. Like, with the new, like, the Bratz Kylie dolls. Ooh, here, I'll get to those back to stands in a little bit. But, like, why this? They come with a stand, so it's not like kids are going to have problems, like, trying to sit her because they'll be able to just put her on the stand. Why this? Like, she just looks stupid if I try sitting her down like this. Like, no. I hate this sit. Ooh, don't drop your dress, girl. Why this? And then back over here to the Bratz. These stands that are on Felicia and my Pride 2-pack Roxy and Nevra, these stands, burn them. Throw them away. I don't ever want to see them again. For Bratz dolls, this is the tried and true stand that the Kylie dolls are on. And what the Bratz Tweevils have. Like this, from Bratz dolls, that's not a good example. Like here, let's go here. Like this, they're going to stay standing. I don't have any fears of them popping off. This for Bratz is the superior stand, because then you don't have anything on their outfits, on their waists. And then it doesn't distract, because it's just like a little black platform that Bratz shoes already have pegs. So it's just a nice little platform for them to stand on. Here, I'll fix it a little bit. But these stands, these are not waist hugger, like knee hugger, crotch, like saddle stands. These don't hold them in. Like, you can see Roxy's leaning back. If I do this to Nevra, like, I have to have her head, like, her body in a specific way for her not to lean back and then eventually break the stand. And it sucks because I can't put them on these stands because I would for sure take them off my Kylie dolls and give it to them. Don't mind that Kylie. But these dolls don't have pegs on their feet. So it's like I have to either deal with this or get them a waist clip. with Felicia, she has pegs in her, she has holes in her shoes for pegs. Why keep giving them this stand? Like collectors are buying these dolls because brats are popular again. Why not have collectors in mind when you market something as collector, special edition? Like, and when these were 75, 50, 60, why not think about that? It's such a easy fix. Just give them the stand. Like, I get these came out before the stand, but you have to think our dolls have pegs in their or holes in their feet for a playset. Why don't we use that for the stand? Like, they could have brought this out so much earlier and we wouldn't have this problem. Yeah, so that's my thing on those stands. LOL OMG stands, they're okay. Like, it's a 75-25, 75% of the time they work. The other 25%, I'm like, ugh, why? And then some dolls don't even fit on their stands because their outfit's too big, their outfit's too tiny. Oh, Color Islands, which is pretty much, it's an X-Condensed thing. Here, Nina Thumbell is the best example of it. When you have all this beautiful molded details into like belts, necklaces, shoes, headbands, but then don't paint them, like, she just looks like, it just looks like she has random pink blobs, especially if, like, here far away, you would never know that those are flowers until you get up close and look at it. Like, they were able to give us some painted detail at least on the crown and the shoes. But if you're not going to do what you guys used to do, like dry brushing, like making it look gorgeous, or like Briar shoes you can see gorgeously painted, just make them smaller so you can at least give us some painted detail. Because otherwise it just looks like, oh, we were just lazy. And like, this isn't just to like older Mattel dolls. Here's my collector Haute Couture Laguna. Just plain black belt. She has a bunch of things dangling off of it. No painted detail. Like, her headband, beautiful. Earrings, beautiful. Necklace, beautiful. Just a hard black belt that just doesn't look great. And then, let's see. Not too many G3 dolls have Color Islands because I think they've learned their lesson. Let's see. Let's look around. Rainbow High is really good about having painted details, which is what I loved about them. Shadow High is amazing. Oh, here's another thing. Having unintentional doll defects that could have been avoided. So, biggest example, Lavender Lynn. So this is a restyle where I dyed her dress black to look like the original artwork of it. So here's the original Lavender Lynn. This is the one I chose to keep the glasses on because she has black staining on her nose and indents of where the glasses were in the packaging. That was a completely unavoidable thing. You can see on my one over here, those indents. And I've submerged her in boiling water, like scalding boiling water, to try to get those to reform back into the original plastic, and they just don't. This would have been so easy to avoid, to just put the glasses on her head, or put them off to the side, like what was done with these sunglasses for these dolls. Like, it was so simple to avoid. But it's just things that, like, tiny little things that I'm just like, oh, that would have been completely unavoidable. And I just saw a Shadow High doll that made me rethink about this. When dolls have overly gelled hair for no reason. So back to Shadow High. Rosie Redwood. Now you can see I've washed her hair out and redid the style. But this doll had clumps and rock hard pieces in her hair that would crunch like fried chicken. Why does she need that? She has pin straight ponytails. With a doll like Berry Skies, who has gorgeous curled hair, I understand putting some product in. Because you want to make it look presentable and amazing in the box. And like with Twins Pack Sunny, like those I recurled or regelled them. Try to get them looking perfect. Because the original style did not stay in. But like dolls with pin straight hair. Pin straight hair. Why do they need gel? And that much gel. Same thing with Lavender Lynn. Her hair was just low ponytail. Front bang pieces. I get the front bang pieces having gel, but why did we need gel all in her hair when it's just a low pony? Low pony. You can see it right here. Here. Because this one has the original hairstyle. Low pony. Why did her hair need to be like when I did to put when I turned her upside down, her hair went straight up. Why did we need that? It was just not necessary. So if I come up with more, I'll maybe make a part 2. But for now, that is it. Go like, comment, subscribe on all. Like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Check out my TikTok and Instagram. Links below. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.